Hi everyone. I'm going to scoot you in maybe a little. Close your eyes. Okay, right there. Okay, so let's get started. I gotta tell you a little story before I even, while I put this stuff down. So our anniversary, Tim worked, right? The 22nd. Well, I ended up going, okay, well, I'm going to go shopping by myself. I'm going to go have a good time. And I was like, okay, so shopping for one. So I went to, I went to Trader Joe's and I went to Hobby Lobby and I went everywhere. And I went to Kohl's and I went to Ross and I, had a good old time. I got home about 1 or so. And then I thought, oh, okay, well, let me make breakfast because I hadn't eaten all day. And let me go from there. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I'm talking to myself because I do that a lot. So conversation for one. So I ended up coming home. I made breakfast. I was sitting there and I'm eating. And I thought, you know what? There's this bill that I keep getting from the hospital. Let me take care of it. Biggest mistake of my day. Seriously. So I'm using the Fancy Pants Joy Parade. I'm using this set for this one. So let's get started. So yes. So I ended up calling because it was like it was like a collection bill, but it wasn't like in collections. They're just saying, hey, you owe this kind of thing, right? And I thought, oh, okay, well, let me find out what's going on. So I call up and I'm like, okay, what is this bill? I have an HMO. I don't pay anything, like we pay monthly out of his paychecks. We don't pay out of pocket anything except for our office co-pays we pay and our ER co-pays we have. So we said, okay, no problem. Well, then they said, no, it's your bill, it's your deductible. I'm like, my what? My what? I don't have a deductible. What are you talking about? So they said, well, you need to call your insurance provider and find out. So I called the insurance provider and the insurance provider says, well, you didn't go to an authorized place to have, because I had that acid reflux test to make sure I didn't have any, like cancer or polyps or anything in my throat or in my stomach. So they said, you need to, they said that was that surgery. So I was like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have this. And they're like, well, yes, it's your bill. It's a $250 bill. And I'm like, I don't have $250 for this. This is why we have an HMO. And so, because we couldn't handle the co-pays, the deductibles and the co-pays you have when you have a PPO. Well, we've had an HMO for like 17 years. We love our HMO. I love my HMO. So it's a lot of people complain about it. I don't. I haven't had a problem with it. So I'm like, okay, well, hello. And so insurance said, okay, well, it's your bill. And then I was like, I got mad. So, I mean, not at the people, but at, like the situation. And so I'm like, okay. So I said, okay, thank you. And then I hung up. And then I was like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that answer. So I called up our city hall because Tim works for the city. And so I called up our city hall and asked for the HR department because, I know the people down there, and so they said we're doing week 38 of 2016, by the way. So they said, what? And I talked to the HR lady, and she's like, I'm reading the what gets covered and what doesn't, and she says in here it says that outpatient surgery is covered. And I said, tell me about it. I know this, because I have a lot of procedures done. And so she says, okay. And I said, well, can you help me? Because usually the other lady helps me, but this lady is the new HR person because my regular lady is sick. So, and I wanted to take care of this now, because now it's bothering me. So she says, okay. She says, yeah, no problem. Well, then I get a phone call, and it's a 3-way phone call from HR and my insurance people. Well, come to find out, let me get to the point of this. Come to find out, my insurance company said that I went out of network, basically. That I went to a a facility. I went to the hospital instead of a outpatient facility, you know. So because I went to the hospital, I'm like, ma'am, I'm like, you don't understand. We live in a small town. We don't have options. We only have one surgical center in our town. One. I was like, and this surgical center is, you know, it's all we have. And so my point was like, wait a minute. I have to call my insurance agent, you know, just to make sure I'm covered this whole time. She's all, well, you should be doing that anyways. And I'm like, wait a minute, no, because that's what the approvals are for. That's what the authorizations are for. So I don't understand that. So it doesn't make any sense. I was all, and plus we live in a small town. I'm going to put a heart there or something up here when I get done. I don't like the way it came out. So blank right there. And so she says, I said, that doesn't make any sense because we only our doctors, we live in such a small town that our doctors come from Stanford only once a week, and once a month sometimes, and once a month sometimes, and that is it. And so we have to wait. When you have an HMO, the only problem is we have to wait at least a month to 2 months depending on how busy they are. And so I'm like, so they're limited on where they can go too. So if we went out of town, that would be out of network. So I don't understand any of that. And so yeah, so that's what I had to deal with. And it was like 3 hours of doing this. And by the time I got done with back and forth, so I had to do an appeal. I've never done an appeal in my life. And so I'm like, I've never had to do that. So I had to file an appeal. And she's like, what is your main concern? I'm like, we have no other surgical center. I'm like, what do you want? I don't know what else to tell these people. I'm like, hello, we only have one thing. So yeah, so that was and then I had to make dinner and, you know, for Cordell and I then I was exhausted. By the time I got done with that, I was exhausted. And I'm like, I was so like peeved because I'm like, I had plans, I was shopping, I was having fun, and then I scored all kinds of stuff on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I was on a roll, and then I get home and have to have that aggravation, and it totally blew my mojo. Totally blew my mojo. I could not go in my craft room or anything. I was so done. And so I was like, whatever. So sorry guys, I had every intention of bringing this video to you, but nope, they did not want me to, apparently. So yeah, so I gotta wait 30 days for my appeal, and then I'm like, well, what if they say no to the appeal? And I'm like, can I appeal it again? So I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, what a pain in the butt, really. I'm like, whoosh, jeez. And so yeah, so that's what I had to deal with, and I was not happy about that. So really weird. Anyways, so this is the week that I had a Lulu-Roo party in my house, and so the 3 of them were like in the way and watching everything, and so they were super cute. So let's get together, and this is trouble because they, you know, they're always underfoot. So when you come to my house, you can't, you know, walk backwards. You can't walk with, you know, a plate in front of your chest. You have to, you know, put it to the side, that way you look down. Even now, and even with just the 2, you have to look down before you walk, and because you'll step over them and they will trip you and they will kill you. So they will make your arm break, you know. So they're just bad that way. So they're always underfoot, and because they think you're gonna drop food too, and so they're just, oh my god, they're hilarious. So yeah, it was one of those things. So I tell you guys. So anyways, and then Kat, she loves going into my closet, because I have my closet, I have a low rod, and my pants all hang on the lower rod, and they both go into my closet, and they peek out. And it's so funny because they peek out, but you know, and then I get my clothes out of off, you know, to wear them, and I'm like, I can't unless I totally brush off all the hair that's on them. So all my bottom part of my legs always have hair on them, and so it's like, do you have dogs? No. So it's like, oh, you have a brindle. Oh, you have an apricot. Yes. So Oh yeah, they're funny. They're cute. They're so cute. So it doesn't matter. It's just hair, but I was able to take pictures. I always take pictures when they're in the closet, so because they're just so darn cute. So yeah, I tell you guys, it's been. Oh, and then tomorrow I am going on an adventure with my husband finally, because you know how he works so much and he hasn't had a break. Well, he and I are going to Universal Studios in LA, and just for one day. And well, because Disneyland actually was very generous. I'm not sure if I told you guys or not. I don't think I did, but they were very generous and gave all the local firefighters in California who went to the fire, who helped the Thomas fire, which was Tim's department, and they gave them all a free, two free passes, one day each, one day park hopper at 2 that they can get per person, and so Tim doesn't have a season pass anymore because he doesn't like going anymore because of the crowds. And so I was like, well, let's go to Universal and then we can go for the one day, because I still have my annual pass still, just for a few more months. So he's like, okay, that's fine. So he said, he was in agreement, and so that's what we're going to do for our anniversary. So that will be fun. But so we're leaving tomorrow at 6 in the morning to go to Universal, and then we'll go to Disneyland. And it's so funny because, you know, I'm a part of the Disney Annual Pass Holders Facebook page, and of course, you know, someone showed the picture of our cute passes, because the passes are so cute. Of course, I'll have them on my PL, so I'll show you when I get to that week, and which I think is like week 9, or is it week 8? No, it's week 9, because Monday we're going, so that I do PL Monday through Sunday. So Universal will be this week, and the following week will be, which I think will be week 9, will be that one. So that side's done. So this is the day I also got our Packers tickets in, and talk about excited. Oh my goodness, yay. So anyway, so the lady posted the picture of, you know, the generous gift that Disneyland gave, because they you know, they usually don't do free stuff, and so, of course, everyone chimes in, what about this? What about us? What about this? And I'm like, God, can nobody ever be happy for anybody else? It's so frustrating. It really is. I mean, all they do is complain. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, can you never be happy for somebody, you know? Gosh, they always, you know, it should be all first responders. Yes, I agree. But really, do you need to take away someone else's enjoyment because you feel the need to say that? So it was just weird, and it was like, bleh, I was so disgusted by them. So I got off that really quick. But anyways, so this is the day we got our Packer tickets, and talk about excited. So yeah, and then I got my 31 in, because I still sell 31. I have no customers, but I sell 31, and and I got the custom embroidery done, and it has a football, and it has my Mandy Schneider 97 on it. So talk about excited. I was like totally jazzed about it. So it's just a little bag. It's just the little tote bag. So it's you can just put your little planner stuff in it. You know, little. Which I do. I put my planner stuff in it, and when I go to PlannerCon, that's probably the little bag I'll carry around, because it has my YouTube name, and my Instagram name, and my Facebook page name. So it has everything on there. So might as well use it all. So this was also the week that my chickens decided I had another chicken die the other day too. I'm like, so now I have 12 chickens. I'm like, what are you guys doing to each other? I have no idea how she died. No idea. None. So I don't know. We don't know, because it was in broad daylight. And yeah, so I don't know if the other ones killed her, or I don't know. I'm like, you guys are killing each other though, because nobody else is getting you. So like I said last time, I can protect them from other, you know, from predators, but I can't protect them from each other. So very frustrating, because, you know, I hate when they die. So yeah, so she died, and I'm like, oh gosh. So yeah, that was a big bummer of a day. But this egg was humongous. I mean, this is a normal egg. This was like an ostrich egg compared. It was crazy. And then this is the Christine Feehan. I reread. This is my second favorite book of hers, Dark Slayer. It is phenomenal. So if I ever meet her again, because my favorite book of hers I had her sign, and this is my second favorite book. So as soon as if I meet her again, I'm going to ask her to sign this one, because this is about Ivy, and it is amazing. So I reread it again. I'm like, I just, like I said, there was a spot there where nobody was coming out with good books, so I started rereading some of my authors, and I grabbed this one in a heartbeat, and it was again, stuck, just loving it. So I did not leave the room for a while, because it was like all new again. So it was amazing. I love it. And then I also went to, I think it was like the Oakland area, I think. There was a planner meetup. It was to meet the Reset Girl, to listen to her speak and stuff. And so I thought, that sounds like fun. The Reset Girl. I like her products. So, like I said, these people are not my celebrities, so I don't care to take pictures with them or anything like that. But I like listening to them talk. And so I was able to hear her story, and that was cool. And then it was funny, though, because I bought stuff at the break. And at the break, I bought one of the planners. And the Carpe Diem. Did I say it right yet? I still haven't said it right yet. No. The CD planner. And I bought one. And I never win. And I sacrificed, it was like a Sunday. I sacrificed my Sunday in 2016 to go to this event. And that when football was on, so I was like glued to the TV till the presentation, till we had to go into the room and the presentation started. Because I'm like, this is Sunday, and you guys, oh my God, it was so like, oh. So I had to rush home and get to Sunday night football. But yeah, so yeah, it was fun to hear her talk. And then I bought that planner. And at the end of the presentation, she was giving out prizes. And seriously, guys, I never win anything. I always have to purchase stuff. I won an actual planner. And I was like, oh my goodness, talk about crazy. So I won a planner. So that was pretty neat. And I still have it. In fact, I'm taking all my planners to PlannerCon, because I'm going to stay in my hotel room and put together all my Cocoa Daisy. I'm taking all my Cocoa Daisy kits, because I have not done anything with my Cocoa Daisy kits, and putting them all together so I can get rid of the boxes, and I can see what extra I have to sell off and all that good stuff. And they just accumulated on me on accident, and so now I have all my planners together. They're all empty, like these two are empty, so I can put my Cocoa Daisy stuff in there. So I'm excited about that one. So yeah, all this good stuff, right? So fun stuff. But anyways, so what do you guys think so far? Aren't the colors fun? I love the colors. I think the colors were like perfect for this, because you have the pink and you have the orange, and you have the blues and all that good stuff. So I just thought it was perfect. So totally perfect. Of course, this is not lining up perfectly, but it's okay. We will fix it. I gotta pick this picture up. I'm almost to the 20-minute mark, so then it's gonna turn off, so I need to pay attention. So, ooh, see, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Oops. Whatever. You guys see the egg? That's the big old egg there. Okay, so this is what I labeled it. I labeled it, seriously, ouch. Because yeah, that is craziness right there. So, and then I'll point to it, because just in case you can't tell what it is. So yes, you can tell what it is. It's a massive egg. I'll still bring it up to you guys. Just hold on a sec. Let me put this down. Let me pay attention to the time. It's gonna turn off in a sec. Okay, we're back. See, look at the egg. It is massive. That's a normal egg. This is a massive egg. And then of course it had a two yolk. It had 2 yolks in it. It sounds so funny, huh? Yolk. So anyway, oh God, I'm doing it again, making myself laugh. You want to talk about making myself laugh? While I do this header card, I'm going to tell you guys. My mom, I love my mom. She knows how she loves shopping. Well, let me show you guys this. So I had to bring them out because I had to show you. My mom, she handed me these and she's all, look it, I got these for you. And I'm like, oh, these are so cool. Okay, you guys see the pattern? They're like donuts and cakes and stuff and so scrumptious. Well then, okay, look at this, you guys. I opened them. This is a 12 by 12, right? So it's a little bit, probably a 13 and a half, 14. And I'm like, Mom, I don't think these are gonna fit me. And she's all, no. She's all, you're doing good with your weight loss. They'll fit you. So I said, okay. So didn't even think anything else of it. Got home and I opened them up and opened them up again. And I'm looking at them and going, I don't think these are gonna fit me. And then I open up the innard. Yeah, it is a child's large 11, 13. A child's large. So my thigh could fit in this. And I'm laughing because I'm like, my mother. My mother just saw the pattern or something. She didn't even bother looking at the size. And I'm like, you know, I was just, oh my God, I was laughing so hard because I love them and I would wear them, but I can't. So I told Tim, okay, I don't want to get rid of them. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stuff them with stuffing, you know, because you have that, what is it, the boyfriend pillow, you know, the arm and then half its body. Well, I was like, I can have the pants like boyfriend, you know. And so I'm gonna stuff the legs and have them be my partner, you know, so they can be my pillow. So because that's all that will happen with them, because there is no way that I will ever be that size. When I'm reborn, yes, okay then. But right now, no. And I didn't have the heart to tell my mom, it's a child's size. So it would fit my mom because, you know, like I said, she's only like 4'2", and she wears a child's 3'4" tennis shoe. Tenny shoe. What the heck? Oh well. And so, so yeah, they would fit my mother, but not this gigantic girl. I'm very fluffy, Mom. Thank you for thinking I'm not. So yes, so she's amazing. And now I have these amazing stretchy pants. They're not that stretchy, and then to put as a boyfriend. So you just wait, guys. I'll take a picture when I stuff them, and then I figured I'll sew the ends. Oop, oh man, and I'll be able to have a really cool pillow. So, and a custom one, right? So okay, what do you guys think? You like? So let me say thank you to Pamela Williams. Thank you guys for all the anniversary wishes. Also, thank you very much. I can't wait to celebrate them. Celebrate our anniversary tomorrow and Monday with Timothy. Okay, and Dee and Annabelle, hi. And then happy birthday to your dad. How sweet. Yeah, it's a special day. Happy birthday, Dad. And then Kai's mom, Natalie Gavin. So I gotta tell you a story next time about the motorcycle or Lake Tahoe, okay? And then Barb S, Scrapping Posh. I haven't received the die cuts yet. As of today, which is the 24th, nothing came in the mail yet. Crafty Kink, Paula M, and Sind Ernie. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I love you guys, and big hugs, big squishy fluffy hugs, and I will talk to you guys all soon. I will be gone. I don't know when I will have the next PL up, but I'm printing out pictures now, and I love the pictures, so maybe inspiration will come as soon as I get back. Tim's last day. He actually took the day off on Monday. He'll be at work on Wednesday, so I will be playing all day Wednesday. So hopefully by next week I'll be back. So I think that's it, guys. Big hugs. All right, Dana hands. All right, guys, take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.